One Piece chapter 1038 just dropped, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this chapter, I have mixed feelings, but overall this chapter was extremely hype. Now obviously in this video I'm going to be going through the events that take place in the chapter, as well as sharing my opinion on some of the things that happen in this chapter. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into this One Piece chapter review. Alright, so to begin the chapter cover page, we see that Niji and Yanji were defeated and thrown in the book at Whole Cake Island, where Oven and a few other people. Now this means that not all of Sanji's siblings were able to escape, not all of his family members were able to escape. So I don't know what's going to happen with them. Are we going to go back to Whole Cake to save them? I don't know what Oda's going to do with this, but it does show that there are casualties when you enter Yonko's territory, because I was kind of questioning that in the past, because everyone seemed to have got away from Big Mom, but it turns out that wasn't actually the case. And then moving over to the actual chapter now, I'm not gonna lie, the way they started off this chapter, man, this was a nightmare. I did not want to see this. We still have Raizo versus Fukurokuju going, and it is going strong, man. They are not trying to end this fight anytime soon. Why am I still watching these two niggas go at it? These two are doing their whole ninja thing, the place is burning down, and then they have a little face up and they're like, oh, you released the jutsu. No, I'm not gonna release it. You release it. I'm never releasing it no matter what. And they basically both decide not to release their jutsu, and that fight goes on. Oda, please end that fight. We don't want that fight. We don't need it. It's wasting pages. And then as the place is burning down, wood begins to fall, and then Jimbei comes through. He saves some samurai and he tells them all to run away. It seems as though this place is starting to burn really quickly. It's actually starting to feel like we're almost at the very end of this Onigashima battle. The island's really close to crash into the capital. The place is burning down. The stakes continue to rise, which is something I'm really enjoying. I'm really feeling that. I'm really starting to feel that haste. And then we move over to the live floor where we see Chopper. Chopper's no longer talking like an old man. He's back to normal. And he's wondering what's going on with Zoro, as we are too. He's wondering if Zoro's alright because of the medicine, and if the side effects kicked in, then Zoro might be in serious trouble, as well as the fact that Zoro keeps fighting again and again when his body's in such a bad condition. So Chopper's just concerned, as he should be as the ship's doctor. And then we see the man himself, Zoro, on the ground. Now this part was very interesting. So we see Zoro on the floor and he sees seemingly a Grim Reaper. Now I don't know what this means, where Oda's going with this. At first I thought it could maybe be the spirit of Enma, but I actually don't know. And this Grim Reaper is about to attack him. So I'm going with the spirit of Enma for now, because the whole King of Hell thing, he has a Grim Reaper, he's kind of like death or something on the lines of that, but I honestly don't know. It could even just be a visual representation of the medicine and the side effects are kicking in, so the Grim Reaper is coming for Zoro, but who knows, honestly. And then that's when we see Franky. So he's running around and he's looking for Zoro, because as we've seen a few chapters ago, Zoro was sent flying by King and Franky's the one who caught him. So Franky's wondering where Zoro and King went. And then I believe we're in the basement and we cut over to Izou, was currently injured and down, and that's when we see the CP0 members approaching. So at this point we're like, yo, Izou's like, CP0? What the hell you guys doing here? And then CP0 explains how they'd love to take out Izou as a member of the remnants of the Whitebeard Pirates, but their priority is the Straw Hats, as we already know. So the CP0 members are just about to walk off and leave the injured Izou down, but that's when Izou, like a badass, Izou earned my respect this chapter, I'm not even gonna lie, says, nah, you gonna wait right here, nigga. About to shoot them. And then they're like, you really want the smoke? So they just turn back and they're like, okay, time to pack up Izou. I doubt Izou's winning that fight. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He's probably gonna get packed up. But then moving over to Yamato as she chases the yokai. Now she's doing her very best, telling herself, oh, I'm gonna catch it, I'm gonna catch it, I'm gonna stop it. And then we see a panel with this yokai right above the explosives. You actually think for a second, oh shit, this place might just go sky high. But that's when Yamato freezes the explosives with her devil fruit ability, and then hits the yokai with her club to grab its attention. Now Yamato has been chasing this thing for such a long time. It's been going, this plotline's been going on for such a long time. It feels like we're really almost at the end of this plot, and I'm excited to see how this concludes, which will most likely conclude in her victory and her saving the place from exploding, and then it'll all ride on Momo for stopping the island from hitting the flower capital. But yeah, moving over to the most exciting part of the chapter. I forgot to mention this chapter's title, which was Law and Kid versus Big Mom. So this is pretty much what the chapter is about. We are in the most exciting part of this chapter. Also maybe the most controversial. I don't know how people feel about this. But we see Big Mom bodying Law and Kid, hitting them with all types of attacks. We see a few panels of them going flying, and eventually these two are down on the ground, unconscious, eyes rolled back. It fully seemed like they were defeated. I'm like, okay, that's it for Law and Kid. I'm like, they put up a good fight, makes sense, it's a Yonko. I did not expect them to win this fight because I felt like that would be weird if all it took was Law and Kid to beat Big Mom. But yeah, that's when the crews come through and they're like, yo, captains, are you guys alright? And then Big Mom says, nah, you're not reaching your captain. She sends them flying. She uses her attack, they all go flying. She starts talking about how this battlefield has no room for garbage like them. And then she explains how she's about to head over to the rooftop because Luffy and Kaido still seem to be fighting. But that's when our boy Trafalgar D, Water Law, pulls through with the K room and then uses Anastasia, stabs her through her throat. She's like, wait, what the fuck? The Kaido subordinates are all looking, they're like, yo, what's going on here? They're like, Big Mom, we saw what that did the last time, you fucked. And then Law explains how the blade itself won't do direct damage to you, but then he uses Shock Willie, and this move is devastating. I'm telling y'all, this shit was... Big Mom starts squirting out blood everywhere on her body. I was like, what the fuck? That's more damage than I see Luffy doing to Kaido. I'm not even lying. Like, it's crazy. So she starts squirting out insane amounts of blood. And I'm like, okay, Law, you might have won this fight. Oh my god, these guys are about to beat Big Mom. Then Big Mom's homies try to attack Law and they start wondering why they're getting pulled away. And then Big Mom turns to Kid. She's not down yet. She says, Kid, you're still up. And that's when Kid's like, of course I'm up. What the fuck you talking about? I'm here to beat your ass. And then Big Mom in her shaking boots is like, you want my head that badly? And then Kid responds to that by saying, at this point I feel like we're doing it for a different reason. Now, this line, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't like it. I do not like it. I don't like it. Kid is basically implying that he's doing this, you know, to let Luffy finish his fight, which obviously we knew, but it's like, Kid has become soft. Kid has become soft. Kid has become so damn soft, man. And I'm not a fan of it, but let's just keep going through the chapter. Kid starts laughing and saying, ha 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 ha. If water keeps hitting a rock, eventually a hole will pop in it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, Kid's kind of making some rock analogies. It's pretty cool. And then he's like, 0 damage? There's no fucking way you are taking 0 damage. Then he creates a giant metal pole and rams that old hag down, man. And this is after she took attack from Lost, where her body's vulnerable. So he just got in a crazy blow right there. And I'm like, yo, that last line was kind of cold. You can't act like you're taking no damage from all this shit. He's like, yo, 0 damage, stop the cap. You taking damage, you feeling this shit. After hitting Big Mom, Kid's like, hey, damn old hag. And then at the same time, these two say, probably one of the worst lines in the series. I mean, what is this, bro? What is this shit? Some people might get triggered, but like, here, I'll quote it right now. We won't let you go on the rooftop, even if we have to die. Ugh. Ugh. Yo, hear that? We won't let you go on the rooftop even if you have to die. All jokes aside, like, come on guys, what is this? Why did they have to add this line? So Kid's willing to throw away his ambition to help Luffy beat Kaido? Kid's not no damn rival. Law's not no damn rival. Luffy just got a new pair of wings. Our nigga Luffy got 2 new pairs of wings, and that is why I titled this video, Luffy's New Wings. Luffy got 2 pairs of wings. They're saying they're willing to die for him. They're not even his rivals anymore. They're on his back. It is what it is. I mean, the opening teased it. They throw Luffy onto the Straw Hat ship. Kid and Law are his second pair of wings. So we got Zoro, Sanji, Kid and Law. But yeah, overall, great chapter. Very exciting, very hype. I do not like these lines I'm hearing from Kid and Law, except for the badass ones, the ones where Kid's like, haha, 0 damage. Nah, I got you. You ain't taking no 0 damage. And old hag, damn old hag, you know, those lines always hit. But we're gonna die for you, Luffy. I'm not a fan of this. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, man. that's the end of this chapter review. If I had to rate this chapter 1 through 10, I think I might give this chapter a solid. I'll still give it like a 7.58. It was still good. It was still good. Like at this point, I'm just accepting it. This is how Oda's writing it. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. As always, have an awesome day. Just the hero out.